Before the fight, I often think about things like Theresa May closing women's refuges, or I think about the man that catcalled me on the street. My name is Phoebe Patey-Ferguson and I founded Femme Feral. Femme Feral is a queer fighting force. We want to destroy the Conservative government, we want to bring down the patriarchy, we want to take up space, we want to make lots of noise. We're really angry about the way that women and kind of femme-identifying people were being treated around things like Brexit and this Conservative government. And having nowhere to put that anger, we fight each other as a mode of resistance to try and channel our energies and our rage.
There's an element of unknown about tonight because we're doing it with a lot more people and a lot of people who haven't done it before, and you feel empowered by the numbers actually. Yeah, it feels like you could go out and smash some shit or something. I have experienced moments of a lot of suppression and repression, or not moments but a lifetime of that actually. I felt a lot of pent up aggression. I hadn't really ever felt like I had a space to let that out anywhere, and that's one of the reasons why I started doing this, or actually just had an urge to fight. Had an urge to fight as a 29-year-old woman.
I feel like as a woman, if you are passionate about something, that passion then is seen as aggression. I just wanted the opportunity to be able to kind of be aggressive, but not get called out for that.
So my outfit, I wear red underwear, and then I have fishnet tights, which I wear as sleeves. I think red's a good fighting colour. Fiery, fierce, seductive, all the things you need for the wrestling. It's difficult to be sexy in specific spaces without being sexualised. So looking for a space where you can kind of own your sexiness, your sexuality in an aggressive, angry way, and also in a very glamorous way. We wanted a space where we could do that and be angry about the Tories. I feel like a lot of patriarchal powers and systems right now are starting to become undone, and there are conversations happening about the position of women, and when I say women, that's trans-inclusive, that's all women, that they have been oppressed and are very oppressed. So I think it's important for women or non-binary people to be loud and to make noise, and this is a space where you can go so loud. I know people go to work with those stress balls. This is the stress release.
Before the fight, I always think about how angry I am. I often think about things like Theresa May closing women's refuges, or I think about the man that catcalled me on the street, or I think about that time someone touched me without my consent. And together we share some of those grievances and kind of build up a collective rage to throw at each other.
Fighting feels like a very natural thing to do. There's something very freeing about it.
There's an intimacy, so it's also about kind of being together, sharing our bodies, being open and free with our bodies, celebrating them in their messy totality, so not worrying about really what we look like, but concentrating on how it feels.
You stop feeling angry. It feels actually really loving and caring and really exhilarating. Yeah, you feel really, really close to all the people that you're fighting with.
We're not fighting against each other, we're fighting against something else. We're fighting against the Tories, or we're fighting against not being heard. And I think that's the biggest thing about it for us. It's about the opportunity to be heard.
This is a space where we can recognise that we're angry and together, so you don't feel alone, you don't feel like you're just crying, staring at the internet, locked in your room alone. This is a shared feeling, and there's a kind of empowerment in that, because together, if we kind of express this, then it feels like there's a possibility of change.